My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Noonas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Natalia.
And I'm Sky.
And it's the end of July. It's the end of July, which
How
means
we don't know.
It is time for the What We're Watching episode. So for anyone who has never listened to this episode and has just randomly selected today to start watching, welcome to the podcast. But every month on the last episode of the month, we literally just each tell you 2 shows we've been watching, and then do a little speed round at the end, and that's it. That's the whole. That's the whole episode. Easy. That's the whole episode. Really helps with the coming up with episode topics when one episode is the same every month. That's really nice.
It really does.
People love it.
You know,
yeah, we can just like automatically
love it. All right,
schedule it.
People love it. They tell us they love it. We always have someone being like, "I decided to watch a show because of this." It's very exciting. Mm-hmm. So, I'm actually gonna start us off this month. That's right, me. And I'm gonna start us off with a little show I started watching. Already I've put on my Natalia saw something that's utterly adorable and she doesn't know what to do with herself voice, because I started watching on Gaga Ooh La La the Old Man Yowie series, 10 Things to Do Before I Turn 40.
Okay.
And if you liked Old Fashioned Cupcake, you're gonna love this. There's only, like, as of the recording date, there were only 3 episodes out, but the 4th one will be out by the time this comes out. But the basic plot is there's this, like, middle manager who's 39 who works at I think it's like an event planning company. It really doesn't matter what the company does.
He does business.
Yeah, no, like he does like it seems like I'm pretty sure it's event planning. Like they do like, you know, like
he does fun
event.
business.
It's not really it's not really that fun. He does like corporate event planning, and like, but he's very good at his job and he's very competent, and like his team really looks up to him and stuff. And then every night he goes home and he puts on an animal onesie and sits in his house full of plushies and thinks about how sad and lonely he is. So then he decides, like, okay, I need to, like, I don't want to have all these regrets because I'm turning 40 and his birthday's on, like, Christmas Eve, which is, like, a big day, and, you know, or it's on Christmas. Anyway, it's around then. And he's like, I need to do something. I want to do things before I turn 40. So he, like, makes a list, and he has one sad attempt at trying to go on a dating app that he's just like, I can't do this. Because he's also gay. Like, this isn't one of those, like, oh, he suddenly becomes gay. Like, no, he is just gay. Yeah. He has never really dated anyone, right? And so then while at work late, making his sad list of things that he wants to do before he turns 40, his younger coworker comes over and looks over his shoulder and is like, oh, that's really cool. Let's do this together. By the way, I'm gay. We should date. And he's like, huh? Excuse me? Like,
wait, hold on here.
First off, like, he's like,
first off, hi.
Yeah. Well, what happened to hello? How are you? No, he's like, first off, this guy is younger than me. He is hotter than me, and I'm pretty sure, like, I heard people talking about his girlfriend. What? Is he joking with me? Dude is not joking with him. Dude is, like, really invested in taking him to do all these things on his list. And it is the most, the most delightful thing in the world. He's totally enamored by these dudes' plushies. He loves everything about this guy's old man energy, because this guy really has, like, tired old man energy to him. Like, he's got no style, he's got no pizzazz, but he's just, like, a nice guy who just you know, is kind of shy and, you know, doesn't know what to do with himself. Jessie especially knows this, but everyone knows this, but Jessie and I inflict ourselves with this often, where we start a 20-minute episode J-drama.
Yeah.
that only airs once a week.
We're really good at like finding the ones that are airing. Like there are hundreds that are not airing.
That we could watch
And we
all
don't
of.
pick those up.
But instead, we go.
We like zero in on the airing one.
I really need to wait 6 days for another 25 minutes of the most wonderful show ever. And that is kind of what I've inflicted myself with, because I want to watch more of this so bad. And there's only 3 episodes out of the recording of 12.
Are you going to do the rewatching thing?
You know I'm going to be doing... I've already been doing it every week. Because I started this on the first week. Like some sort of psychopath. Okay?
Wow.
So I'm obsessed.
So if you do that with a show, and kind of you do that through the whole airing process, how many times do you consider that you've watched the show?
Once.
Because it kind of...
I've only watched it entirely once, technically. Like it's sort of like one of those weird, like...
You've watched that first episode a lot of times.
Yeah, I've watched... by the end of this, I'll have watched that first episode 12 times, but, like...
Yeah.
The whole show
It's like the 12 days of Christmas. You've only done it once.
Exactly. It's like some sort of bizarre, like, word problem for mathematics.
You just keep on just getting stopped and then have to go back and...
Yeah. Because you're like, what if I forget, like, a really important, cute detail? What if I...
Just count it as one.
Yeah, like, what if I miss, like, a furtive blush at some point? I need to see it. I need
and you don't have to, like, watch the full episode. You can be a little bit lax in it.
I can, like, okay.
You can, like, have it hanging there, so if you had, like, a thing that you were doing, like, a challenge to yourself, and you were one away, you could be like, oh, technically I watched this one a couple of times. And then, like, do that as your safety net. But
it's... This show, though, like... It's like one of those shows where it's like, I don't understand how anyone could watch it and not enjoy it, because it's just such good, fun, chill vibes. And 2, I don't know how anyone could watch it and come out of it still being a homophobe. You know, it's one of those where you're like, oh, these 2 people are darling. Like, these are 2 darling people. And it has some, like, funny moments, like, you can tell this guy does not get around ever. Because he, like, goes out, and then he sees his coworker meet up with these 2 younger, very stylish women. And he immediately goes, I knew he was kidding about being gay. Like, he's hanging out with, like, 2 women. And then, of course, obviously, it's like, that was his little sister and her friend. But it's just like, dude, look at these 2 stylish women hanging out with this stylish single man. Like, let's put some information together. Yeah. But it's just, it has the exact, like, sweet energy that Old Fashioned Cupcake had. So if you've been, like, really missing the vibes that Old Fashioned Cupcake gave you, because, like, I do all the time, which is why I've watched it so many times, because sometimes you're just sad and you're like, I think Old Fashioned Cupcake would really fix me. And
I mean, yeah.
And it does. And this has that same sweet sad sack energy to it, where you're just like, this poor old man who's really not that old. Like, and his much more enthusiastic younger suitor. Like, it's, it's just lovely. It's just a lovely show that I think a lot of people would really enjoy. It is only on Gaga Ooh La La. So that is a bit of a barrier for people who don't have Gaga Ooh La La, but you should get Gaga Ooh La La. It's a great streaming service for its content. Its app is terrible, but, like, you can still watch things on it. But, like, the UI of his app is some of the just absolutely mind-boggling decisions were made on that.
But it's a great service to support.
It's a great service to support, and they have a great catalog. So, like, and I'm really enjoying this, and I think everyone, especially everyone on this podcast, should go watch it, because it's.
But we can wait until
start watching it in, like, 9 weeks. Start watching it in the fall when it's all done. Okay. Don't be a fool like Natalia, or be a fool like Natalia and just
Hey, Either way.
I'm not your mom. Oh, man. Sky, what is one thing that you've been watching?
So I'm going to talk about My Girlfriend is the Man! ! That is the title. Only 2 episodes are out as of this recording. The second one just dropped today. But luckily Vicky is cranking out those subtitles with this one. Mm-hmm. I honestly haven't paid attention to so it is a KBS 2, so I mean I don't think it's like I don't know if Vicky has any money in it. I have no clue. I don't know about that at all. It is based on a webtoon. Imagine with that title. Yes.
Shocking.
Who would have thought?
I know, but the thing is, this cast is, you have 3 idols in the main cast. Mm. So who do you have? You have Yoon Sanha from Astro. You have Ah-rin from OMG, and then you have Chu.
Nice.
But do you see Chu in the first 2 episodes? You never see Chu, so you don't quite have Chu yet.
They're like dangling her.
Chu next week.
If you never see Chu, does Chu actually exist? These are, the philosophical questions.
Is Chu going to kind of be the outsider troublemaker? Maybe.
Oh, that's a good role for her. She's got
That's a good role for her.
Chu always just like pops up. She's like, hi.
She's like, hello, I'm here for the community.
So what happens in My Girlfriend is the Man? Well, you have this cute couple. They're university students. That's the age they are. And they also hold down jobs and stuff. So they're not just studying. Like he also part-times at a cafe. He is an astronomy student. Yes, astronomy student. And they met they met and they've been dating for quite a while. They really don't say. I don't think it's been. They're a very committed relationship, though. So it seems like at least a while has passed since they started dating. They seem secure in their relationship. They're going to be going on their first overnight trip. Like that's the level of their relationship.
Pretty serious.
And Ren's character, what is she? Did they say what she majored in? She lives with her sister. She's really sweet. They show her in an interview, like at a publishing firm type thing, trying to get a job there. So I'm not sure that we really heard like exactly what her major was. Maybe business. Mm-hmm. I think we heard it like in passing once. But the astronomy thing comes up a lot. You always see him in an observatory. It's a whole theme. They're trying to really hammer hard with that. Come to find out, there's just this genetic thing with her mom that it's possible her and her sister grew up knowing you might just turn into a guy sometime. Like that's just, it's kind of like
the way of life.
Diabetes, type 1 diabetes. Like you might have it, you might not. Like, and that's the way they kind of told the kid. They told the girls when they were really young, and then they told them when they were older teenagers. And the older sister took it a bit better. Like, okay, whatever.
This is just a thing.
Character's like, this is not cool. I don't want that to be a thing. Thank you. And as far as, does it seem like there's really anything that instigated? No. Like, as far as the show, first 2 episodes, it even asks that question. It's like, this is just what happens.
It's like the Unwoo show where it's just you might turn into a dog at night. Don't worry about it.
I was getting a pretty big kick out of just like you could watch doublehead these 2 shows together. Just be
like the Astro double feature.
The Astro women turning into other things.
They're like talking about it in the dorm. They're like, what is the genre we really like? And then
we really like our girlfriends transform genre.
So of course it's like she's shocked that she turned into a man. It's really it's like fish out of water, but not quite. I'm sure there's another term. So the transformation type genres, but I like when the person that gets transformed is like shocked by it, like they have an adjustment period. That cracks me up. And then or like the sister who lives with her has an adjustment period with that, like in the bathroom in the morning, finding a man there in your sister's clothing. Not cool. Like that was a process. And then having to prove to your best friend that you are now a very attractive man. You're her best friend. Like, and so, it's a whole thing. It's fun. It is exactly as you'd expect. Except for I was expecting Chu to come around at least in episode 2, and yet we have not had her. So, but it does. She's gonna. Entry. I think she's gonna kind of be the love triangle flavor.
Oh,
a little sprinkling.
That's gonna happen. So it's really cute. It is webtoony. Very. The acting's great. That. I will say. I don't think that Sanha's character is really that much of a showcasing of acting skill. It's more like the guy that plays the girl character. Those two people really, specifically the guy playing the girl character, he really gets to shine a lot, and he's been very impressive about how he's been showing that. And so usually all the scenes, he's the one that sells the scene being more convincing. In Sanha's character, it might be the way it's written. It's not really Sanha or anything. It's just that his character is pretty simple and just kind of reactionary, whereas, like, the dude's the one that sells it. Who's played by Yoo Jung-hoo. So, it's cute so far. I recommend it. It is on Viki. Like I said, only 2 episodes are out so far. Simple, easy, fluffy. I mean, how many episodes? 12? So, like, I don't... Also, we're trucking along with what we're already doing. Like, the reveals were right; they were immediate, and so it's not like we were hiding things for very long in the first 2 episodes. So it makes me wonder what the larger conflicts will be later on, because we have to milk an entire show out of this. So already, how far we've gotten with like accepting the stuff at hand is pretty. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see things come up, because something has to give with like Also, there's some twists and turns that I can't mention because that kind of like
because they're twists and turns. You don't want to ruin things, you know.
Yeah,
exactly.
People have to go watch.
I
think what was interesting was it's this one was obvious. It wasn't like a. I mean, I have a theory, but like it's not like the show leaned really heavy on stuff. I really do think we're going to see something about stars because like the way they keep. And with the astronomy always in an observatory, like it's just kind of like that has to be something, but it's not like when she transformed. There wasn't a magical fairy dust chime. There was no aspect of that. It's just that she transformed. So like, and she was so it'll be interesting to see if they ever bring up magic-y things later, or if they just kind of. They really were just kind of like, shrug, you're a dude now. That's what it kind of felt like. Which
these things happen.
You know what? You know, it is what it is.
It be what it be, you know?
But I do appreciate how, like, Yoon Sanha's character, he, you know, through this process, it's the Coffee Prince thing of, like, you suddenly are going, the dude's attractive to me. That's a thing. The person I think's a dude. So anyway.
He's just, you know, he's having a little bit of a pansexual moment. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's well, cool with it. He's in love with the person, not the gender. Don't worry about it, babe.
Are we ever going to say that out loud? Probably not.
Of course we are. Okay? Are you kidding?
But we'll allude to it, so there you go.
So we will strongly suggest it, you know? Like...
So
no, I'm planning on starting this one too, but I gotta get the other stuff first. I'm gonna let it come out.
Let it simmer for a bit.
Yeah. You have too many airing stuff
compared to the other
much airing stuff. I can't be doing this to myself on multiple levels. You know what I mean?
And I will say, they're hour episodes. They're not short.
Yeah.
They're not tiny.
Oh, okay.
Like it's wow. I feel like the first one is even a little bit over an hour, but the second one was like a solid hour. And
cool.
Nice.
12 hours of fun ahead of us. I think that people will enjoy it.
Cool.
Excelente.
But you, Amanda?
I started watching a J-drama called Cinderella Closet. It is currently airing on Netflix. I think 4 episodes are out right now. I've watched 3 of them. They're short episodes. They're like 20 minutes, so I'm in the Natalia boat.
Very short.
They're
like 20, but like you get a recap and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But the premise is we're following a girl named Haruka. She has gone to Tokyo to go to college, and she's got a plan in her head. You know, she's gonna be a city girl. She's gonna drink fancy coffees and, you know, have pretty hair and makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
The city is expensive, and instead she needs a job, so she works while she goes to school, and that's basically all she has the time or energy or effort for. She starts to fall for this boy she works with, who's very friendly and outgoing and nice and everything. One day she, in the street, bumps into this very glamorous, beautiful woman and knocks over her bag and is like, I'm so sorry, I'm just gonna help you and everything. Like, and she's just staring at this girl and she's just like, I've never seen someone as beautiful as you, kind of thing. And this glamorous girl's like, okay, bye, right? Like, and
well, look at my wrist. Time to go.
Fun. I'm gonna back away. Don't follow. Yeah.
She's at work, and cute boy is like, oh, we should all go out drinking after work. And she's like, I can't drink yet, I'm not legal. And he's like, what, you're not 20 yet? When are you turning 20? And she goes, next Tuesday. And he says, great, I'll take you drinking for your birthday. Now panic, I need to look cute. The cute boy wants to take me out drinking, I gotta wear makeup and a dress, I gotta look not like this, right? And so she goes to the makeup store, and who does she bump into? Glamorous girl. And she gets right up in her face, you gotta teach me. And she's like, whoa, back away. And she's like, I am so sorry, that was like way too much. But glamorous girl does agree to help her out, gives her a little Cinderella makeover so that she can go out. And dude forgets about the date that he set up. Yeah, he's a nice enough guy, but like it just wasn't
jail for 1,000 years. He forgot jail for 1,000
years. Girl, she's very cute and sweet. Like she's like
so cute,
very
so sweet.
And you're like, oh, why would you do that to her?
One of the things that I do like in this is that she is cute, she is sweet, she's all these things, and then when she gets her little makeover, it just gives her that little confidence boost. Like in one of the episodes, she talks about, she's looking at these like high heels, and she's tall, and she's like, oh, I can't wear those. And glamorous girl is like, why not? Do you want to wear them? Then wear them. Be cute, right? Like
live your life, girl.
So getting this makeover makes her confident enough to speak up and say to the guy, I know you don't remember, but last week you said you were going to take me for drinks for my birthday, and it's my birthday, and I was really looking forward to it. And he is absolutely horrified. Like, he is like bowing down, his head is on his knees, right? He is like, I'm so sorry that I forgot that it was today. I will do you one better, and I will take you out for dinner. We will go on a date, like a real date, as soon as we both have a night off together. And it's very, very cute. Like, this is all first episode stuff. And she goes and says to glamorous girl, I will take you out for a meal or whatever, as a thank you for giving me some confidence and giving me all this stuff. She gets drunk. She wakes up in the morning and her apartment has been cleaned. And she's like, what is going on? And then a handsome half-naked guy walks out of the bathroom, and she's like,
the dream,
what is
really,
going on? And he gets up in her face and is like, don't you recognize me? And she's like,
yes,
no?
Yes, I do recognize you.
This is the glamorous girl. Yeah. Yes, glamorous girl. It likes to dress. It's a dude who likes to dress as a woman. And
absolutely. Yes.
And they are very glamorous, though. They are
adding to list immediately is all I have to say about this.
It's so good. And there's like, by episode 3, you're starting to get into the like shenanigans. Like, at one point, he says to her, I don't think you should tell the guy that you want to date that I'm a boy, because some guys are weird about it, and she's like, why would I want to date somebody who's weird about that? Yeah. Like, and you're like, right.
She accepts it so, yes. Like, just like, so, it's like, okay, fine, you're still my bestie. Like, yeah. This isn't going to change. I'm going to still come to you for, like, advice on, like, makeup.
It's so, like, their relationship is so cute. It's so immediately, like, she just, as much as she's sort of not the confident one, she has a bit of that, like, extrovert friend thing where she's just like, you're mine now. And like, and he's very like, I don't know what's going on. And like, she talks to him
glamorous
about, like,
but introverted, so that's okay.
Yeah. And it's like, is he gay? Is he not gay? Probably not gay, but like, he's sort of in a, I don't think anybody could like me because I'm like this. Mm-hmm. So I'd be too confusing to be in a relationship with. And she's like, that's dumb. Like, don't be stupid. Really?
Like, what are you, a dumbass? Stop it. Right?
So, it's very cute. And he's
it's like, have you seen you?
Yeah. Like, right? Listen, that is what you're presenting right here, fella, is a bisexual woman's dream. All right? Like, all of it. Yeah, don't worry. Do not worry.
On my drama list in the comments, it's like, how is he this hot as a woman in a man? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, every time, like, I see it, like, clips of it on, like, TikTok or something like that, people are commenting. It's, like, a really, really popular manga. Like, people are, like, going crazy that there's a live action happening. They're like, oh my gosh, there's a live action of this? This is so great. And I haven't heard any, like, bad things about what the live action is doing. It's just the girl really is just so charming and sweet, and so she's so natural. Like, when she like finds out and figures out it's the same person, she's like, okay, that's fine, and she's like, just like it's a non-issue to her. Like, and he's
I feel like that would be the same for all of us. We'd be like,
like, okay,
no, okay, cool.
Okay,
cool. Okay, sure, whatever.
And it's so great with his character because he really likes dressing up. Like, it's like something that he's like really enjoys, and he's like a beauty stylist and stuff. But like, he really enjoys like finding the makeup and like putting on the wig and stuff like that. And so it's like he's going out of his way to do all this stuff, even though he like people are gonna like think he's weird. But it's like something that he personally really loves to do. Yeah. And he's so perfect with her because like he'll like make her up, but like he'll give her advice, and it's like never like bashing who she is as a person or like talking about like what it didn't matter if she put on makeup. It was like she's like, just like be yourself and like be a good person type advice to her. It's very sweet.
Like, at one point he says something to her like, being ugly after 20 is a choice. And the way that he says it, he's talking about makeup and like how you can make choices about how you present yourself, but it also kind of comes across a little bit like personality.
Yeah,
right?
he's
like,
definitely
he's
like
saying, like you're not ugly just because you don't wear makeup. You're not ugly. Like, you're a beautiful person. So I can.
And it sounds like especially coupled with her personality, like that sells that
like
type of relationship. So it's not just the physical; it is the personality.
Exactly. And like when you first meet her, it's at the end of high school, but like when you first meet her in her modern setting or whatever, like she's working at this restaurant and somebody drops a glass and this is going on, and she just has the biggest smile on her face. Oh, absolutely, yes, I can help you. Don't worry about that. I've got it. No, it's fine. And
customer service queen.
Yeah, like there's at no point, like sometimes in these things it's like, and then the customer's not looking and you're like, ugh, right? And no, not at all. She's like, I'm doing my job and this is my job and I like the people I work with, and like she's just so pleasant. It's so cute. And they're starting to move into some like shenanigans with, the guy that she likes is gonna meet him, meets him as a guy, and then is like, "Oh, you give good advice. We should be friends." And he's like, "Oh my god,
we should be bros. It's bro time. Hell yeah!"
This is not great, but it's great for us, the viewers. So, yeah.
And isn't that all that matters at the end of the day with these things?
Yeah.
So I don't know how many episodes. I think 12.
10.
Probably, like
10?
10, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it is airing, so maybe hold off on it.
Yeah,
apparently
that one
is coming up next week, so
that one I would do like Garfield lasagna level.
Yeah.
Probably. So
yeah, same.
Wait on that.
It's so small and so easy to watch, and you're like, oh no, I want more, but I can't.
I feel like we should
it's
put
like coming up.
Yeah, we should put in our calendars the day that it finishes, so that we can just go and be like, and
exactly, because it's gonna be like maybe the length of a long movie. Like, really,
honestly.
Don't be surprised if we talk about that on our Patreon later.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's very cute. So similar to Natalia's, go check it out, but maybe wait until it's all out.
In the future, check it out.
Yeah. Put a note for future you.
I'm literally putting a note right now in my agenda.
Yeah. I really think you both would love it. Like, I mean, like everybody would love it, but
it's just it's very much like it's the light-hearted Japanese rom-com, like not the. Yeah. It's got a twist, but it's not.
But they're not being like
one of those
weird
ones
about
where like,
it.
what am I doing?
It's not like it's not a murder twist. It's just a fun twist.
It's not wondering, is this man going to murder her in her sleep, or are they just dating and is this cute? I don't know how I feel right now. That's
cute. I tell you, it's cute.
It's just cute. It's just lots of cute. So,
all right, Jessie.
Okay,
give it to us.
I've been watching a lot of stuff, actually. It was very exciting.
You're on break. You got it.
I'm on break, so you gotta get me right now, and then like a week from now I won't be able to do this. But I decided to pick up a show that I had kind of had on the back of my list for a very long time to watch, and I thought it was like the perfect time because I thought it was going to be a good binge, and it was a good binge. I watched it in like 2 days, like easy. And that is the 2022 KDrama Summer Strike. I watched it on Netflix. It had everything just like going in that I really love. It's kind of like a slice of life type thing. It's a healing drama. Like, first and foremost, it has a found family. Like, she goes to a different place. It has like my favorite Im Shuan character, which is the introverted Im Shuan character. Like, it just was like, was like, I'm gonna like really love this. And then it added something else that I'm sure that everybody watching this didn't like, but I didn't care about. Like,
I liked it. Yes. I liked it because I know what it is.
But essentially, the story is about a girl, who is played by what's her name, Sol-hyun, who the girl from AOA. She is kind of just living kind of like a okay life. She's living in Seoul. She has a job that's pretty demanding and a boss who's not very good in all aspects and coworkers that are not very good. She has a boyfriend who's like very visibly like pulling away from her. And it's just like, she's not doing the best, but she's kind of just like living her life. Right. And that kind of culminates into her one day finding out that her mother has passed away. And it's a devastating thing for her. And she kind of spirals because of that and gets into this pattern where she's literally only going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home. And kind of by happenstance, she's on the bus or subway going to work, and she has her headphones on, and her headphones get caught on someone's backpack as he's leaving. So she's kind of forced out of the train because she's still attached to the backpack. And as she's like going to tell that like she's like missing the train, and she's gonna tell her boss that she's gonna be late. She kind of turns around, and the area that she's in is just like really gorgeous, and the cherry blossoms are blooming, and she kind of just like stops and takes it in, and she decides at that point that she's not going to work that day. And by the end of the day, she's decided that she's not going to work ever again, and she's going to find herself, because she's like finally like kind of like it was like her little like awakening, where they don't like mention this really at all, but like she was at a very low point. So like it was kind of like her figuring out that she was in a low point and picking herself up. And she ends up selling all her things, leaving her place of work with a bang, and she ends up in this like really small rural town where she like rents out this old billiard hall that like has a lot of like history towards it, but it's like completely run down, but she's getting it for like, I think it was like something like $20 a month. So she was like, whatever. She's like, I'm here to find myself. And she ends up going to the library a lot. And at the library, she meets with the librarian, who's Im Shi-won's character. And they just like, they have a relationship, and she's introverted, but she's still very sweet and kind. So she does have a little bit more, like, she's not like as introverted as his character. He's so that way that like when they first meet, he doesn't even talk to her. He like writes down stuff. And so she doesn't even think he's going to like actually talk to her. And he finally like gets the courage to start talking to her and stuff. And so like the whole like drama after this is just their relationship, her finding out what she wants to do with life, because she's just kind of like using this as her summer off. And like her name in Korean is Summer, so that's why it's called Summer Strike too. And it's just like her trying to figure out what she wants in life and what she wants to do, and also like kind of like ground herself and just like meeting characters in town. Like it's, you know, it starts off with like the town is like, oh, I don't know about this girl from the city, and then like, you know, it gets into the like, oh, we all love each other. I think my favorite relationship she makes during the show is with this girl who's a high school girl and her grandmother. And they just have like they like develop just this like really sweet relationship. And she becomes like an older sister to this girl who's kind of like troubled because her dad's an alcoholic. And so she's got a lot of stuff, and like her being there as like a big sister mentor is like really helping her. And it, you know, it had some just like really great sweet moments. It's a very much like first and foremost it's a healing drama, and then you get the like kind of slice of life, found family stuff. And I will tell you, because like I think you need to know, even though it's like sort of like a spoiler but not a spoiler, the added other trope that's in this is there's a serial killer.
Hell yeah there is, and it's a good one. Like it's a good plot line.
It has to do like with characters, and there's a lot of like the reasons why people are the way that they are is because of this incident and the incidents. And I do think that like if it wasn't a serial killer storyline, they would have to have something as like deep and as tragic as what it is. Since I don't really remember when this was airing, if like people like really hated it. I know that people hated it because like I know what K-drama like watchers don't like. It's this like storyline, but I don't know if they were like really mad at it.
I don't remember. Like I watched it while it was airing.
I remember a lot of people being put out by how introverted Im Shi-won's character was. Like that didn't work for them because it's a rom-com and it's not rom-comming.
But it wasn't a rom-com though. It wasn't a rom-com.
Didn't a large percentage bail by the time
before they even got to the serial killer, because they were going in expecting a rom-com, and then it was like, we never said we were a rom-com. What are you talking about?
I mean, like I think even the serial killer stuff like technically starts earlier on, because I mean it is connected to the place that she's living at, so that's one of the reasons. And a bunch of characters. I mean, like it's a small town too.
I think the level of foreboding, like, I mean, I'm just saying, I think a lot of people probably jump ship pretty early.
I think a lot of people thought they were getting a summer rom-com, and
okay, yeah,
it wasn't so much that they maybe wouldn't have enjoyed it if they had just gone in open-minded, but they sort of went, I was here for a fun time, and that's not what this is.
And I will say,
this
drama, the one thing that it does that a lot of dramas like tend to not do, and I think especially when you have like actors who are like at like the levels of Im Shi-won, this story is about her. She is the main character, and like maybe some of the other stuff happens to like the main big stuff happens to the other characters, but this is her story, and they don't forget that. They do not like it is her story, so they don't like kind of like put her on the back seat because like Im Shi-won's character has some things going on, you know, his storyline. It's still her story because it is her trying to figure out what she wants to do in life and not feel as terrible as she was doing the day-to-day things that she was doing, and like finding like what life is for her and what that looks like. And I really like that. But and I really loved it. It was great. I think a lot of people would like it. I mean, like, just push through the murder plot. Like, I mean, like,
but sometimes the magic is in knowing before you press.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially with those things. I know, like, it's not like it's got kind of like When the Camellia Blooms kind of vibe to it, except When the Camellia Blooms is murder. Like, it's not that level of stuff. It's just kind of like this is what the town's past is, and so it's so there's so little people in the town that like everybody's gonna be connected to it in some way, and it's gonna affect them in some way. There's also a really cute dog that she has that like very clearly loved being on that set. He was like, "Oh, we're acting now. This is great. Oh, you did that, so I will do it." And like it's like both the girls go and like lay down. He's like, "Oh, we're sleeping," and he sleeps, and he like loves everybody that like comes up to him. It's very cute.
Awesome.
I remember really liking Summer.
Yeah, I just
show.
found it really
recommend
great.
it as well. It's thumbs up.
I remember I watched a few episodes of it and I enjoyed it, but it definitely was.
It's very slow. I can also see it's very slow, so I get that. That's another thing that people hate. That like, yeah. And Im Shi-won's character really is very, very introverted.
I mean, I thought for a while like that his character was literally mute. Like
that's what she thinks too. And then he like kind of like gets
around her a
little. It's basically her that like it pulls him out of stuff like very easy. But they're both pretty introverted too, so it's a very sweet like their like coupling is very sweet and kind.
I should rewatch that. That's a good show.
It's good for the summer too. So
I've got another one, and it's very different than what we just talked about. Oh yes. I started watching another currently airing show, but I was actually smart and I started watching it when there were already 8 episodes out, and I have watched 6 episodes. And that is the Thai Aichi original Reset. There's a lot of dramas called Reset. This one's the Thai one that's currently airing. And oh boy, is it a wild ride. So you start out in 2025, where this actor is winning an award, and everyone is congratulating him, and he's like, "Oh, I worked so hard my whole life. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna go home, and my longtime boyfriend, who's been my boyfriend for 20 years, it's gonna be great." So he goes home and walks in on his boyfriend and his best friend.
Of course.
And being and then immediately is like, "Are you kidding me?" So then he immediately punches his best friend. Because, like,
fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And well, by punches him, I mean he kind of hits him with his statue that he just won. And then he drops him. Because, like, you know, he's.
I mean,
and
it's
he
there.
By hit, I mean murders. No.
Yeah, no, he didn't kill him. He didn't kill him, okay? He is inconsolable. He's like, how could you do this to me? You, like, unbelievable. They're on the top of a staircase. Of course they're on the top of a staircase. He drops the statue, okay? Because he's sobbing. He's a mess. His best friend picks up the statue and just absolutely fucking whacks him across the head with it. He then falls off the stairs and dies.
This is the reset.
Okay. This is like the first 5 minutes. He then wakes up in 1999 on his first ever acting job.
Oh.
And is like, what the fuck is that? And like literally loses it. He has never met his boyfriend yet. He has not met his best friend yet. Everything that went wrong in his life has not gone wrong yet. But now he's like in the body of a 20-year-old with the acting skills that he honed for 25 years. Nice. So anyway, but he's just playing like, he has like one line in this role. And then he fucking kills it. Okay?
That's so
like,
perfect.
Like everyone's like, oh my God, like you were acting so insane yesterday, like you ran off set, we all thought you were crazy, and like we would have replaced you if it wouldn't have cost more money. Like, yeah. So anyway, he then is like, he now has all the knowledge of all like the people who fucked him over, which was like a lot of people before he became famous and afterwards. And he's like, nah, not on my watch. I am going to like do things my way. Meanwhile, okay, there's this guy that he does not ever remember meeting before, who's like the CEO of this other company, who keeps like just showing up out of nowhere to like help him do things. And he's like, I never met you in my past life, but you seem like really invested in my success. And that's suspect to me. Like, and by the way, he just is telling anyone that he's been reborn. He's like, y'all, like, I know what's gonna happen. Like, you should invest in this. Like, you, like, auntie, you gotta stop eating salty food because you could die of kidney disease. Just saying. Just putting this out there. Anyway, this show is wild. I am having such a good time. Because,
sounds
like,
fun.
It's like, it's not even like so much of like a revenge thing. Like, he doesn't even want revenge on his best friend and his lover. He just wants them to find themselves now and leave him out of it. Like, he doesn't care about like the manager who screwed him over. He just wants to get away from her. You know what I mean? Like, and just like do other things. And then meanwhile, there's just this mysterious rich hottie who seems weirdly invested in everything he's doing. And it's just, it's so much fun. So I'm 6 episodes in. By the time this episode airs, there will be 9 episodes out, 9 of 10. So like, you can pick it up and you'll be only like have to wait a week. And nice. It's on IG, and it is an IG original, which there is a very funny scene, like, you know, because they like to put little references into things, right? And so, like, at one point, they're at, like, he's with this CEO guy at, like, a, like, investment, like, fair, and he's like, you know, in the future, if once the internet really takes off, like, there's gonna be like a streaming service from China that you're gonna really want to invest. He's like, you know, like, he's like, I know that we're like an entertainment company. Like, you're gonna really want to start investing in these gay TV shows. Like, they're not that popular now, but trust me, in a couple of years, people are gonna be all over this. And he's like, oh, okay, if you say so. He's like, trust me, the boys love dramas. So it's like, it's got a fun little like little
tone,
nudge to it. My one big problem is that when they start him out, they didn't even put any gray in his hair or anything, so it's like he doesn't really like look like he's 45 when he's 45. So I'm just like, okay, you still look like you're like a 28-year-old because you're being played by, I think he's 28, like a guy who's 28. So he's played by Pond, who was in like 28 Degrees Runs Through Us. And he was also in Forever You. He was like the male lead of Forever You. He's in Century of Love. And he's fantastic. He's really pulling every emotion, every PTSD from being murdered. He's got it all. And then, of course, you're wondering, like, how's the second male lead? He's a simp, y'all. He's the biggest simp you've ever seen. So I'm like, listen, you've said, say less. Natalia's in, like, stop selling. You've already sold me. You've got like catty villains. You've got, rich family shenanigans. You've got like an evil other actor played by First who's just the nastiest little weasel. And you're just like, yes. So like, it's fantastic. I totally recommend it. Sky, I think you'd really like it. Like specifically,
that sounds
Sky,
fun.
I think you'd be like, yes.
That sounds like my tone of humor.
Yes,
thing.
there's like a few like
plus the whole like reset. I like that stuff.
Yeah, there's like a few lowbrow humor moments that you really get used to when you're watching Thai shows. That you're just like, all right, like. But like besides that, it's great. I'm loving it. It is a little spicy, so do not watch it around children. Also, it starts with murder, but like there is like
there's
gay sex in it. Like I don't know. There's obvious gay sex happening in various locations in it. So like, do with that what you will. No, I'm loving it. It's great. So that's on iQIYI. All right, Sky. What's another one you've been watching?
So the one that I will talk about next is one that I know Natalia is also watching. A Dream Within a Dream is what it's called. Yes. It is a Chinese drama. It is on iQIYI. It's also on WeTV and Viki. So like, it's around. You will find it.
It's easy to find.
I'm trying to like guard how I talk about this because I'm far enough along in the show that like the plot changes enough that I don't want to spoil anything. So if I hesitate once in a while, that's why, because a lot has happened. So to set the stage, you start at a casting room read table situation in normal China, where you have an actress and the main, and they're reading for this historical, very soapy, big time dramatic drama, but the actor guy is like really
kind of a piece of shit. Kind of sucks.
Through his manager is insisting on doing like nothing essentially, but look cool. Like that's goofy. And then the actress character is not like a super new actress, but definitely the less very, very not famous. So she will kind of do anything type thing. And the character that so you see parts of this drama that they will be creating. So then like, it's really not that confusing. It's just confusing to describe. So
yeah. Sorry. It's when you're watching it, it all makes very quick, easy sense.
So you're seeing the table read, you're seeing the drama that they are going to be filming as if it's already been filmed. A big love triangle thing, blah, blah, blah. So you've all this stuff. I'm even trying to... She goes home, she's like reading through the script, kind of figuring out like, oh my gosh, my character. I don't think she dies. I think she just falls asleep as she spent all night reading this long drama about her character. And then she wakes up in the drama. But since she just finished reading it, she knows all the... Again, her character gets the bad end of the stick. Not only does torture levels of just all, betrayal and all of the bad stuff for her character. who does like nothing wrong, like this character. So
no, she's just chilling.
She's just being there. So she very quickly figures out, oh no, like, and she figures out where in the sequence, and so it was before all of the happenings of everything that sets everything in motion, essentially. And so she Groundhog's Day a while with stuff to where she keeps dying. Like, she keeps having accidents and dies. And so then she'll get a little bit further and then dies again. In comical ways. It's very funny. This is like first episode. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it very much settles the tone of this show. And this show is not taking itself seriously, which that is why it is so fun. Like,
it's incredibly fun to watch.
It's very meta the whole time. It's very, since you have a very modern girl who is just trying to survive, and then she's not going to take anything from this awful prince guy. It's a whole thing. So, and then later there's like a big twist that she didn't know about, and it becomes just very exciting and very fun. But it's very comical, slapstick to a point. Definitely all those deaths at the very beginning are pretty slapstick. They're pretty silly. Once you get past that, it still is pretty funny. Like, her little maids are kind of her friends, and they're always kind of a little goobery, and then him with all of his people are kind of goobery, and it's a treat. Like, I can't...
It's such a fun little show.
It feels like a parody. Like, the entire show feels like that's the tone of the show.
And the acting is so good. Like the characters are so good.
Just... the cast is so good. And you also have Riley Wong in it, just in case anyone is familiar. Like, I've seen him pop up in the past. But Liu Yuning, like, he's always just fun to watch. He has a good time.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor. Like, it's good. It's fun. It's delightful.
The costumes, so pretty. So pretty. The action's really good. Like, how many episodes is this thing? 40.
40.
It says 40.
45-minute episodes. It already ended. It ended. I'm so far behind.
Oh no.
I'm really far behind 10. You. I'm on 15.
Well, now you don't have to wait for it to air. Like, it's just there for you.
And even to episode 10, it's like, again, we've done so much. As of episode 10, I'm like, wow, we have 30 more episodes. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do lots of things, I think. So, but the plot, essentially, I'm not gonna reveal anything, but the plot changes compared to the script, of course. And so then she of course loses more control over what she's doing because she doesn't know what's going on, and then all these things are just drastically different. And some of it is very Groundhog's Day in the fact that, like, things maybe do kind of fix a little bit, but it's always in, like, ways that you're not expecting, like, kind of the give and take of things like that. But it also is funny, like, I can't even say much about, like, her versus, like, are these fictional characters or not, because, again, I'm sure later in the show, like, we're learning about, because else why did we have the table read and see the snotty actor guy? Like, I'm sure this is a thing, or else why did we do that? But I'm really, really enjoying it. Like, it will be one of probably my favorite dramas because the comedic tone, but also it's, like, gorgeous historical stuff all at once. Like, it's the very accessible type of historical that, like, keeps me going for 40 episodes pretty easily. Like, I don't feel like it really drags that bad. It was airing 3 days a week, so, like, they were pumping them out pretty quick.
Pumping them out. Yeah.
Trigger warnings too. So, just saying. Like, oh, like I just said, torture. So, like, if you can handle all the historical, like, you know, putting someone in a jar type levels of the Untamed type stuff. If you can do the Untamed, fine. Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's not as bad as the Untamed was in some of the, like, at least for the first 15 episodes.
Like, it alludes and halfway shows some of that stuff, so it's always part of. There's a lot of battles. There's just a lot of battles. There just really is. But I will keep watching it for sure. Like, if you like Chinese historicals at all, give it a shot. I do think you'll chuckle a little bit. So how about you, Amanda?
I started another J-drama. It's called Inheritance Detective. It is fully aired. It's on Netflix. It stars our cutie, Akaso Eiji. You know, he's adorable. He's very fun in this. He is a lawyer, or former lawyer, who got disbarred, basically, for reasons. And he loves coffee. He chews coffee beans. He also loves wine. Like, he's a bit of a gastronome. Like, he just enjoys good quality things. And he has basically an inheritance detective agency, investigation agency, where his goal is to make sure that the wishes of the dead are upheld, and so that they get to do or not do with their money what they wanted to have happen, and not what their families want or whatever. He just wants to make sure that people's wishes are fulfilled in the afterlife. He's got a little sort of, his little ragtag team. He's got a girl who's a med student, rides a motorcycle, does some of the investigative work. She's delightful. She's got a little fight in her, which is fun. There's this a guy sidekick who I think was is or was like a detective or something. I'm not exactly sure. But he's very, very quiet, and he doesn't he's kind of if you ever watched the Pitch Perfect movies, and there was the one girl who didn't talk and you couldn't hear what she said. He's like that, except for when he has something really important to say about the case, and then he is very loud and clearly legible. So he and the girl have sort of that. They don't hate each other or anything, but just she'll say something snarky at him, and then he'll say something really, really quiet, and she's good, but not as quiet as it could be, and she'll be like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that one because it was rude, and he's like, yeah, well, whatever,
it was supposed to be.
And they get stuff done. They work well as a trio, as is the case with many of these types of tales. They don't make a lot of money at what they do, so there's a lot of bills to be paid and things like that. The first episode is the story of an old man who was a mystery writer who died. He was also had a really great wine collection, and our lead met him through a wine club kind of thing, and then when he found out that he was an insurance or this weird kind of detective, he was like, that's interesting to me. I'm gonna write a book about it, kind of thing. I want to get to know you more so that I can pick your brain and whatever. And also because he was in his dying years in a kind of a terrible situation. He had 3 daughters who really enjoyed his money but didn't enjoy dad all that much, and he has he just has people who work for him, but some of them like him, some of them don't. He's just in a kind of a rough situation, and really what he wants to do with his money is leave it to take care of the people who took care of him, and to charity. I'm not sure if this is real charity or not, but it's kind of a cool idea, if it is. He wants to leave his money to a charity that invests in starting wineries and like wineries in third world nations. So like in the Sudan and stuff, like to try and give them, like give their economies a boost and give them a trade of things that would actually grow well in their area and stuff. So, because he loved wine. So he's like, and this one wine that he really liked came from like an impoverished region or something. And so he wants to like give back into that system. But of course, his daughters don't want to give up dad's millions of dollars. They want to keep being rich. So like it's a whole thing, but like he makes connections through what he's seeing, but also his law background helps with stuff. And then, he gets like his little med student to check into some things, and they're doing all their little behind the scenes stuff. And then it's like, get out of here. You don't have your license. And he's like, whatever, eats his coffee beans and solves the case. You know, like it's kind of what you would expect. It's got that, it's not fully comedic, but it has that kind of comedic tone to it. There's obviously something going on. His dad died in a way that he needs to avenge in some way, and there's some questionable characters sitting in the darkness, you know.
You gotta add a little revenge plot.
You know,
you gotta give it a little flavor, you know.
A little mystery.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah,
so,
just a little bit.
Yeah, it clearly, I'm getting the impression that something happened with his dad when his dad died, that, you know, his will was not taken into account or something, and so that's why it's so important to him now that he goes out and just makes sure that, like, the elderly and infirm are not being taken advantage of, and that, like, he says it a number of times, his money was his money. It's not your money. It's his money. He made his money, and it's his money, and he gets to do what he wants with it.
Yeah.
Like, and, and he his little thing that he says is that he hates the concept that dead men tell no tales. He thinks that a dead man should have his final words. So he's going to go out and make sure that your final words stick. So I'm only like an episode and a bit in right now, but I'm really enjoying it. And Akaso Eiji, like, he's so adorable, and
he really is.
And like, he's just good at what he does. He's good at being likable. I'm sure he's also good at being not likable when he's playing a not likable character, but when he's being likable,
he's good at acting. He's good at acting.
Good at it. He's good at this. So it's enjoyable, and he's definitely, he's good at acting. This is not just, you know, Magical Virgin 2.0 or something. Like, it's a different character. It's a very different character, and it's fun to watch. So I'm enjoying it. And that one has like 1 hour episodes of 45 minutes, 1 hour, and they're all out. So
you can there you go.
And which platform?
No way.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix that has like 8,000 J-dramas now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's so many.
Who would have thought?
So many.
Who would have thought?
If you had told us like 5 years ago that was...
No, it's like, it shocks me when I'm going through. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's this many? Like,
so many.
Right? They just like quietly puts them up too.
For those of you who weren't watching Asian dramas back then, it used to not be like this.
No, like, if you had a J-drama on Netflix, it's because Netflix produced it. You know? Like, it's... that's how you got a J-drama. You didn't get it because just, you know, they wanted to give
Jessie's wish year after year after year that we would have more.
Finally did it for me.
And poof,
finally happened.
All at once. She got 5 years worth of J-dramas all at once.
I know, right? Thanks, Netflix. I guess you're good for something.
So what else are you watching, Jessie?
So I decided to watch the Japanese remake of Hell is Other People, aka Strangers from Hell. It is like the Korean drama. It's based on a Korean webtoon. It was perfectly fine. Yeah. So, did you watch it, Natalia?
No, I haven't gotten around to it yet, but what I've been hearing is people are like, it was fine, but the Korean one was better. You know, like that's basically what I'm hearing.
So, like we have a full episode on a Korean one,
Strangers from Hell.
Because I don't think this had been out or had been released or at least accessible when we were doing that episode. I watched this on Viki. Viki has it as like 20-ish minutes, 15-ish minutes, like sections, like episodes. On MDL, it's listed as a movie. And like when you add it up, all the episodes, because it's only like 6 episodes or something, it's like movie length.
Weird.
So I don't know if it's just like Viki tried to do that. Like, it's very weird because like it's just like some of the episodes are very short, and then there's like a recap, and it's like a recap, not like Cinderella Closet recap, but whatever. But essentially it's about a kid who goes to the city. He needs a room. He wants to live with his girlfriend. The girlfriend says no. And so he ends up in this, like, I don't even remember what they're called. They might be called something different in Japan too, but like essentially
Goshiwans.
Yeah, like it's where you rent a room and it's like the size of a box, and everything else is like a shared thing. And he meets very weird people, including one person, and lots of things happen. The J-drama version has a lot of things that like aren't in it that the Korean one does, maybe because of length, but also because of culturally.
Mm-hmm.
So like it actually makes a huge difference in a way. So the J-drama is squarely horror. It's not really a thriller at all. There's no like tension besides like normal horror tension. Like the thing that makes Strangers from Hell really great is how suffocating it is, how it makes you just within how they write it and how they like produce it. It's like suffocating. You're also being suffocated, like as an audience member watching it. You don't have that at all with the J-drama, which would be fine if the Korean version wasn't like a thing. I think the J-drama would be a little bit better if like we didn't know the masterpiece that is Strangers from Hell. So it like very much like it cannot compete. The kid who plays the lead in the Japanese drama, who is Im Shi-won's character in Strangers from Hell, is actually the kid in Cinderella's Closet who's the boy that she likes, that she's like going. So it's it was like, oh, you're here too. What's going on? Because I was watching it at the same time. And one of the big things that like, it has a lot of like some of the same things. Like he ends up working at his old friend's like place, you know, his little startup, and the people are weird or whatever. The thing is, he's just coming off of being in college. He's graduated college, and then he's come to Seoul. He has like a brother who's sick, but that's really it. In Strangers from Hell, one of the biggest things, even when they don't even like, they hardly mention it, it is literally what like defines his character, is that he has just come off his military stint.
Yeah.
And he has severe PTSD from it because things happened. He witnessed things. He was part of things that were horrific in the military. And that's not a thing at all for his character in the Japanese version. Like, it literally, his only thing is that like he has a brother who's sick and he's giving money to the family. Like that's it. It's not like he had a bad college experience. And on top of it, Lee Dong-wook's character is like barely in it in this Japanese version. What? They have no connection whatsoever. One of the funny things I sent a screenshot to Natalia and Sky about this, and I have to send it to you, Amanda. But it was an MDL comment. Oh my gosh, where is it? I'll find it. But it was like, it was someone in the comments was asking if the where is it? I want to get it right. It's just so funny. Is it? Someone is it as gay as the Korean series? Asking for a friend. And someone replied with, I don't remember the Korean being gay. What? And then another person is, you didn't watch it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen,
and I'm here to say, friends,
you missed a lot of subtext that wasn't that subtle. You know what I mean?
But like, I am here to say, in the Japanese version, it's definitely not gay. It is so kind of actually random. Lee Dong-wook's character, like how he's able to do what he's doing, because it just doesn't. There's no connection. It's just like he's like they're doing stuff.
Like I feel like it was such. I didn't realize it was so short. Because it took a long.
I wasn't expecting it either.
It's like a story that needs the length to like explain.
It really does. Because you don't get a lot of, like, because there's weird people he like lives with in the building, and like they do have those people, and they like did find like Japanese actors who looked very closely like the Korean ones, but like you don't get their like real like weirdness in what they're doing. You don't have like a police investigation subplot like in it whatsoever. Like the Lee Dong-wook character, if he's a dentist, they never say he's a dentist. Like you never see that he's like this rich guy. Essentially, he like doesn't like ever really talk a lot to the main character to create like the really like close like thing that he does, because he essentially uses him as a puppet. That just it's not like a thing. Like there's just some really odd choices, and it's just like it doesn't make sense. And then like they do stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely a horror movie. Like there's a lot of like more kind of bloody scenes, but like earlier on than you would see in the Korean version. And it's like fine, but like the Korean version is so much better than this that like it does like like when you're like, if you're just like comparing it to like just the world, like another horror movie, you're like, okay, it's fine. And then you're like comparing it to the Korean version, you're like, it's kind of terrible actually. Yeah. You know, it's one of
like,
those
I don't think they should have named this.
I kind of just don't understand why they made it. It just doesn't.
Do you think if you had watched it not knowing anything about Strangers from Hell, is it the kind of thing where you were filling in gaps? Like, or is it still a solid, like, story in and of itself? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes
I feel a little bit weird because of, not to, like, be spoiler about it, but, like, some of the things he does because he has a connection with the one character. And he doesn't have that. It's like, so it doesn't make, like, you kind of aren't like, well, why would he do that? He's literally known this guy for like 2 days and he's like barely talked to him. Like, it just kind of doesn't make sense. Yeah. Like other things that happen, like you could be like, okay, maybe he just is going crazy or something. Like, cause he is like working with some like weird people and it's like draining, and his like co-workers are really bad, which is actually funny. His co-worker, the one like most annoying one, is played by the actor who's in One Cut of the Dead, the director guy. So I was like, oh, what are you doing here?
He's so
good. Like, I think like if I watched it, I'd be like fine for a horror movie too.
Yeah, that was okay.
But like,
no,
it would not be a thing where like, you know how sometimes like you really just kind of like what you see first in terms of like a, you know, if you like watched one from the other country, the first one is usually the one that you kind of like tie yourself to. That would not be the case with this at all. I'd watch Strangers from Hell and be like,
actually this is incredible. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't read the webtoon,
this is like one of the best thrillers ever made. Like,
yeah.
bizarre. Yeah,
it is. And I'm not just saying that because Im Chuan and Lee Dong-wook are like incredible.
No,
together.
listen, Jessie and I have watched a lot of thrillers, and I can say, without a doubt, Strangers from Hell is the best one I've ever
just
seen.
They make you feel the oppressive weight that the character is feeling living in that place. Like, you feel it yourself the entire time you're watching. Like, and in the horror, like, it's kind of just like, oh, he just has like a terrible room, and they eat his stuff and they're weird and unhygienic. It's just like there's not a lot of like development in that respect. But like, I don't know if I would just like be like okay with it because I didn't know that there should be other developments to it.
Yeah,
kind of at the end maybe when things come together, but like, yeah, it's just in terms of like horror, it's definitely more scary and more horror than Strangers from Hell does. I mean, Strangers from Hell, like, it really ramps up at the end, but this one really does show a lot.
Like, Strangers from Hell, it's not really that scary till the end. It's more you just feel everything is wrong.
Yeah, everything is
wrong,
and
it makes you nervous. Like, it makes you anxious. It doesn't make you scared. You're just like, ooh, I don't like where this is going. Like, ooh. But yeah.
It's like not terrible, but like I don't understand why they did it.
So maybe what you're trying to say is, if you were deciding whether or not you should start watching it, maybe just go watch Strangers from Hell instead.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
If you watch it, you have to watch Strangers from Hell. But this is only like what, like let's see what MDL says is length, 123 minutes long.
If you want a non-emotional, super Cliff Notes, not the same version. Because I mean,
maybe
if someone can't handle the suffocate, like it's not even quite a good stand-in. Like, if you couldn't handle the suffocating, like, hey, this is a good option for you. I mean, it kind of sounds like
you'll see a lot more things though. Like, so if you can't handle the suffocating, you're gonna see lots of dismembering.
Gore.
So it's like,
so pick your poison, really. If you want to choose one.
Yeah. Which it's just like, it's kind of just so weird to me. It's just like, it's just like, what is this? This is fine, but like, why did we do it? And like, especially because like,
okay,
I feel like it would be like good, like a Japanese remake of it would be like, they'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They'd have to come up with another reason why he has PTSD, because like they don't.
That was also the big thing. I was like, wow, that like we really like
service.
Lost, because I mean, like, they'll mention it, kind of mention the brother, but like, like there's like 2 times that they mention the brother, so it's not like it's like a ever present thing that like he's like, oh man, I need to make money because my like mom cannot, like, has to like stay with the sick brother and they can't make money. Like, it's not like that's a thing. And so then you don't have the military PTSD. You don't even have any PTSD from like school.
He's just a guy with annoying roommates.
He's just a guy who like, I just don't want to live with my family in this like rural area. I want to live in the city with my girlfriend. And his girlfriend's like, no, like, I have a small place and you didn't tell me. Like, what are you doing here?
Typical. And that drove him.
Boys. It did. What? You hate me. You're the worst. You literally didn't even tell me you were coming to the town. Like, I don't. Yeah. It's not terrible. It really isn't.
It's one of those where you're like, it was fine.
It was
just
adequate.
Pretend it's not related. Just pretend it is not related to the masterpiece. That is Strangers from Hell.
So, I mean, it's on Viki, so you can watch it on Viki. It's obviously really short, so I guess.
If you need like a little horror movie to, get through a hot summer eve.
Yeah,
there you
go. Just looking for something to watch, a little thing. There you go.
And with Here You Go, that brings us to, here you go, it's the speed round. So the speed round, we just very, very quickly bring you through just some other things we've been watching that we would like to mention. Just a real quick one and done situation. And I will start again. I am still watching Desire. the Omega-verse. I'm watching it on iQIYI, but it is on, I think, Viki and Gagula as well, and Yuku, and it's everywhere. Everyone wanted a piece of the Omega-verse pie. It is fun. It is fun. Like, it is a fun. If you like that sort of thing, you're gonna like this. This show is made for a certain sort of fanfic reader. And if you want to know more and are part of the Found Family, Sky and I did do a little mini episode about it. So that's for the Patreon supporters only.
Visuals keep up. Like, the visuals in the first episode are really good. Like, it's
it's not. It looks good. It looks
the suits
good.
are suiting,
like, and it's the suits are suiting. The characters are demented. These are all criminals, except for the sweet little secretary who is just my precious bead. And I know bad things are going to happen to him, but when they do, I'm going to be real upset about it because he's just so sweet, and he's just such a tragic little character, and I just love him. I have 2 episodes left of First Night with the Duke. It's great. It went from we're in like the tragic part. You know, because it's one of those where it starts out funny and then it goes real down funny for a little while. So I'm like, I meant to finish. It was over like last week, and I meant to finish it then, but I was just so tired and hot that I didn't. But I've watched 10 of 12 episodes and loved every single one. So I assume I will probably enjoy the last 2 episodes as well, because that's just on track for me to love it. Taekyon is friggin' fantastic in it, as is So-hyun. She's so funny. Like, they're so good. They're so good. Really enjoying it. I did for some reason, because even though I have all these shows I haven't finished, I was like, why not just start a few? So I started the new 12 episode Taiwanese BL Secret Lover, and it is. Listen, it's a Taiwanese BL, so like if you've watched any other, it's like, oh, these 2 were friends since they were kids, and like they're part of like a trio with like a girl, and one of them was always sort of getting, shafted because the other dude was so much better looking, and all the girls wanted to date him, and he's like, I would like to also date, and he's like, hey, best friend of mine, I want you to teach me how to date women so I can ask a woman on a date. And this guy is like, my time has come, because you will never be dating a woman, my friend. I am sorry. I am basically going to consensually sexually harass you into dating me instead. And that's essentially what I can call it, where it's like he's kind of sexually harassing him, but the main dude is like, I guess I'm into this. There's only 2 episodes out as of the recording of this, and so I will be watching the next episode next week. And it comes out on Tuesday, so there will also only be 2 episodes out as of this episode being posted. But it's exactly what you expect. They're half-an-hour episodes, so. Mm-hmm. I finished oh my goodness, help, it's hot here. I finished the J-drama, Seal My Lips with a Kiss. It was one of those that it's another one for the, the coffee and vanilla universe.
Okay.
But like, it's not quite as like spicy, but it's like, just like, what is wrong with these people? Is all you're thinking through like this whole thing where you're like, you all need help. You all need help, and I don't know how to help you.
After you finish watching one of those, you just kind of sit there with it for a second, going, "I don't know what to do with this show." Like,
I don't know if these people are gonna go the distance, but it's basically like this girl who is kind of like awkward, and she gets like locked out at work, and she's met by like her coworker who she's kind of got like a little thing for, and like they get rained on, and then he's like, hey, come to my place and like you can dry off and stuff, and then like his roommate, who's their other coworker, suddenly comes home, and for some reason she has to hide that she's there. They can't just like be like, oh, and like so. Then of course they end up smoocherating, and it just is weird. Like they're all just weird people that you're like, I cannot relate to any of you whatsoever. But like it was like I watched it all in like a day. I was like, yeah, this is fine. I also just yesterday, just like Jessie was like, I'm gonna watch a remake of one of the best shows that I've ever seen. I was like, I'm gonna watch a remake of one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I started watching the Thai remake of Happiness.
Oh yeah, it came out.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I watched the first 2 episodes. It's on Viki.
Okay.
It's fine. It's like it's not bad. Here's the thing. This is the problem. Is that if Happiness didn't exist, this is the problem. If the original Happiness didn't exist,
is so high
I'd be like, this show is so good. This show is so great. And it's like, and it's not like a direct one-to-one. Like it has like the basic overall plot, but it just, and like the acting is fine, and the characters are fine, and the filming is fine, but I'm like, it doesn't have the sauce, you know? Like, it's just, there was something just absolutely magical and perfect about Happiness, and just like the time it came out, like the, just everything about it, that it's like, this show is a solid, fine show so far. Like, I'm only 2 episodes in, and it's like, I'm like, this show is fine. Like, it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable little zombie show with like a cop investigation in it. But it doesn't got it, you know? It's probably gonna be like a 6.57 out of 10 if I was to extrapolate from the first 2 episodes. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm enjoying it, but it ain't it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't Happiness. But you know, Saint is in it, and I really like him, and he's delightful. But like, you know, and she's more like kick ass and getting in everyone's business than like the original. And like she was pretty getting in everyone's business in the original, but in like this one, it's like where she lives. It like shows her home life, and she lives with like her dad. And there's like an abusive husband who used to be a cop who lives next door, and she's constantly like busting in and being like, "Stop beating your fucking wife, or I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you." And you're just like, okay, like it's giving her motivation to like, her motivation is, I need to move out of this shitty place that me and my dad live in. And I'm like, this is not like, it's just, you know, and the reasons for going to the apartment complex are like a little different. Anyway, the guy playing the military people are not as fun as the original, but it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine.
It's absolutely fine.
It's like, if I had never seen Happiness, actually I saw someone who watched it and they're like, yeah, like it was fine, like should I watch the Korean version? And everyone's like, no, you gotta watch that. And they're like, listen, pretend you didn't see that, go watch the Korean version. And as my final offering, I have, of course, to the surprise of literally 0 people, been watching season 2 of I Became the Main Lead in a BL. And it's still got the sauce, let me tell you. It literally like takes place like a week after the last one. So it's like, it's just like completely continuing, and they're just as dumb and just as clueless and just as weird, but now you're finding out about like their managers and how like actually secret freak like the dude's like really put together manager is, and you're like, oh, I knew it. I knew he was a secret weirdo. Like, it's delightful. It's, you know, they've introduced some new weirdos into the mix. Like, it's got all the same cast. Like, the ladies are back. Like, they're like, we gotta make a second season. We gotta make a second season. It's great. It's, you know, it's a show within a show. They're making a show inside the show. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Very excited. I'm doing the same thing where I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I have a half an hour to watch once a week. And then there was one week where it's it skipped. Like there was like a week where it wasn't.
Oh no, I hate when they do that. You're like, no, this is sports.
With a half an hour show. You can't be doing this to me. You cannot be doing this. Besides my, of course, ream of vertical dramas that we don't do. That's basically it for me. Sky, what other little thingies have you been watching?
So that's mainly it as far as like LARP shows that I got pretty far into. Other things that I've like looked at a little bit are A Sketchy Job. I got to episode 4 of that. That's on YouTube. Very short. So, and it's not very far along on it. So I don't really recommend picking it up right now to anyone. Like, it's fun. It's very, hey, I hired an actor to pretend to be my boyfriend for reasons, and it's the whole thing. And then just today I went over and I looked at Whale Store, WHALE, like Whale Store, XOXO. That is also, it's a GMM TV situation, so it's on YouTube. I'm only to like half of the first episode, so I cannot tell, but it is the gals from that show that we watched, the 23.5.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the couple, it's the two gals from that in the new show.
It's their new GL that they made.
Yeah, so go check it out, guys. It's on YouTube. It is still coming out though, so again, at your leisure with that. So far it's cute. It feels very like kind of small towny in some aspects so far. Because of course you have to have that. And then we did watch for our movie night thing the Korean animated film Lost in Starlight. It's on Netflix. Like, so if you've seen that and you've been curious about what that is, I do recommend checking it out. I'm not saying it is like the tippy top everything, but I do think it was very pretty. I think that the music was great.
Very, very pretty.
It's sci-fi aspects to it. Futuristic, like it is all set like futuristic type stuff. So that's why.
Yeah, beautiful hand-drawn animation, like gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I thought plot-wise it was pretty darn decent, and it is.
Yeah.
As far as whenever I had seen people like writing about it before it came out, like they were saying it's kind of the first Korean animation film for adults, like that type of content. So like it's kind of the first large foray, large budget for not for kids. And when I say it's adult, it's not like sexual.
It's not pornographic. It's just
it just might be boring for kids, actually.
Yeah,
kids would think it was really
would enjoy it that much.
Yeah. It was pretty for us.
Yeah, we're like, ooh.
Like I thought it was really good. And then like that was pretty much it. Desire you already mentioned. And it's been pretty busy, so how about you, Amanda?
I am still watching 7 Relics of Ill Omen. I'm about halfway-ish through. They just found out that there are 7 relics of Ill Omen. They've taken out 4 so far.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
That there will be more. So, it's fun. It's so much fun. It's ridiculous, but we've had giant clams. We've had a yeti. We've had there is a lot going on in China during this time. A lot.
Time for crazy then.
Some mental health things which are extreme. Like it's an extremely textbook case. But then the doctor is like, no, this is special and unique. And you're like, it's not. If you
truly
it, that's exactly what this is. But okay. Like, I'm like, you have giant clams and yeti. You don't need to, magic up mental health issues. They could just be regular mental health issues. But it's fine. Whatever. So far, just very enjoyable. Very weird and creepy at times, and not so creepy. It defies logic and explanation, but it's fun to watch. So I'm still rewatching King's Avatar, which I just love. It's just I'm watching it, and like as all the new characters come, I'm like, oh, I missed you. Oh, I missed this character. Like, oh.
So is this your second watch or your third watch of it?
It's my third watch of this, and then also I watched the like animation with my son. So, which is different and got kind of. We couldn't watch the final season because it was behind a paywall. So,
yeah,
a paywall that I couldn't like figure out because I don't read Chinese. So whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm like, maybe it's time to like crack out the old AO3 again and see what's out there in the world for me. Is there some King
There
Avatar?
will be something.
There will be something. Will it be something I want to read? I don't know. We'll see. But like,
Amanda, believe in AO3.
Yeah,
AO3's
got believe in those writers. I believe in them. I believe that they have something for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
and if they don't, here's an opportunity, Amanda.
There you go.
Be the fic you want to see in the world and all.
Maybe. Yeah, and my son and I are still watching Re:Zero anime, which it's like extremely heavy. I mean, it's a story about a dude who dies a lot and then resets, and he dies in terrible ways. Like, the last time he died, he was just eaten alive by a horde of killer bunnies. It was horrible to watch. Like, it was unpleasant. He is suffering. He is going crazy because he keeps getting dead a lot of terrible different ways, and it is taking its toll on his poor little brain. So
I imagine it would, yes.
Right? Like, my son said he was like reading something somewhere on the internet, and they were having a debate about like what anime character is like the most distressed or has the most, and this guy keeps coming up because even though his life is generally good, it keeps going really, really terrible. And then it resets to when it's good. But, like, he's got to keep trying to, like, save himself, save all the people he loves. And when it goes wrong, it goes real, real wrong. And it's so hard to watch sometimes. You're just like, oh, okay. Like, the one day he was like, my son's like, hey, you want to watch another episode? And I looked at him, do you? And he's like, no, we need a break.
I need to relax for a little while. Right?
Yeah,
I can't be doing this.
Like, it's just too much. It's too much. But it's good. Like, it's interesting. And there's like a whole big plot line with these like witches cult that's trying that again. That like 7 deadly sins, like there's gluttony and all this stuff happening. So I'm curious if on the 7 relics of ill omen, now that they know that there's 7, if they're going to make that connection, because they have been kind of like, the 7 deadly sin kind of situation. So I'm wondering if they'll start to like make those connections now. But anyway, that's about it for me. How about you, Jessie? What else have you been watching?
So I started the Japanese drama Beautiful Life. It's from 2000. I'm watching it on Netflix. It is about a girl who is paralyzed. She uses a wheelchair, and she works at a library, and she meets this hairstylist, and they have a connection. It's really good so far. I think it was fairly popular when it came out. So it's just a kind of like straight romance, just them kind of starting a relationship, and then also just like him kind of getting to know kind of some of the limitations she has dealing with, like places that she can't go to because of the wheelchair, or just like other things and stuff. But I'm really enjoying that. Watching Cinderella's Closet. I am also watching S Line. which the last 2 episodes air today or tomorrow. I'm up to date till then. If you don't know S-Line, it's about a girl who, since she was young, she could see red lines coming out from people, and it's like it attaches them to their sexual partners, and things happen, and a pair of glasses that mimics this capability appears, and pretty much everybody who gets a hold of these glasses and sees some of the things, they like kind of take the information not really well, because it's like you can see anything, like you can see like as the only way that like the lines fade away, or it's like either you never had a relation with the person or that person is dead, so the line like disappears. So you can see if someone is a pedophile, like you can see that, like because you can see it being attached to, or like, you know, you can see people if they're cheating on their other like person. So it like it's really just kind of like focuses on that. And there were some murders that happen, and Isu Hyuk's character is trying to figure them out. He also has a niece who he's taking care of, and she ends up tied to everything too. So he's trying to figure out like why, and like the girl who can see the things, she kind of is trying to like explain to him like, hey, this is what's happening, and like people are going crazy. And she like to herself, like she's like kept mostly by herself, like a hermit, because of it. I really like it. I'm enjoying the drama. I don't know how they're gonna wrap up in the next 2 episodes, but I mean, here we are. I decided to check out this little J-drama called Tokyo Holiday. It is about a Thai actor who is overworked, and he ends up having to go to Japan for like a variety show thing, and he kind of just like pieces out and like leaves his like production crew behind and like goes off in his own, and he meets up with a girl who works at like a sweet shop, and they have a relationship that they are developing. The Thai actor is played by Golf.
From
Thorn
Type.
Our old friend. It's cute. It's like not like something. It's like it's very simple. Like it's very short episodes, very simple. There's not a lot of like development, and it really is kind of just like them like creating like a relationship with each other. What is really cute is that since they both really don't speak their other languages, they like speak in very broken English. So like there's like they have this third language that they're like trying to like speak to each other, and they're not like fluent in that. So it's kind of like just them, but it's like it's very sweet. It's also like kind of like touches on the main girl. She's been having like issues with like feeling like maybe she shouldn't have keep the shop up and stuff like that. So if you're looking for something very, very like mild and just to put on for no effort, no real like thing besides like them cutting back to the managers and like everybody who's like, where is he? And like, what's going on?
So is this one easily found, or is it more of an adventure to locate?
It's not that much of an adventure.
Okay, it's a miniature adventure to locate. Got it.
Miniature, like, yeah, and as a bestie, I'll help you out.
Yeah. Just you know, asking for a friend, you know.
I'm also watching the Japanese version of Marry My Husband because of reasons. And one of those reasons.
Because of reasons, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's a reason. Don't worry about it. I didn't realize that the last 2 episodes were going to come out today. I thought they were going to come out tomorrow. And so now I'm like impatiently waiting for us to like stop recording so I can like watch those 2 episodes. And then I'll be done.
Soon enough.
Yes. I started a drama that I've actually had on my list from Netflix. It's called Dala, Death and the Flowers. It's a Thai drama. It is like a very classic murder mystery. Essentially, it's about this florist who actually is the lead in Crown Princess. So I was like, oh, I know who you are. But like, she's like crafting flowers for a wedding between a guy who like is potentially going to become prime minister, or like they're campaigning or whatever, and a girl who she went to school with, I think college. I don't remember if it was college or high school. And like she's very well renowned, like with like her florist stuff. And this is like very much like very rich people, like politician type people, like doing their things, and she's kind of like invited to like be with them during their like pre-planning for the like wedding that's coming up, and then the day of the wedding the groom is murdered, and so she and
if he wasn't murdered, he's played by Na, who was the brother in Petrichor. So I was about to be like, I know
he is also Kim Porsche. He's the
he was also the crazy ex-boyfriend in Kim Porsche.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen, this guy's got a type that he plays.
I will say we never see it like anything, but like it is very classically a murder mystery. Like everybody does stuff that like you see little like things that they do, and it could or could not be a thing, because it's like both their families. There's like maids. There's people who hate them. There's people who just like in general, like they're also like the family is working on like a rebuilding a mall or something that is going to make it so that people lose their houses. So like there's all these people that are like doing that. Like it's just like everybody has is a potential, and they very like it's very classically a very like straightforward like murder mystery. It's very like kind of like film noir-esque, and it's like way of things like, and like I would say like the campiness to it, it's not a lot, but the campiness to it is like Baz Luhrmann campy. So like if you think kind of like film noir, kind of like campy, straightforward murder mystery with high society like people and rich people and politicians, and like everybody having a secret, but like also potentially not having a secret. It could just be like a full thing. Like it, I think it's like good. I'm enjoying it, and I have like 2 more episodes of it, so I'm really liking that. And then finally I started Taiwan Crime Stories. I think I'm watching this on Hulu. Yes. And it's essentially it like follows like real stories, like crime stories in Taiwan, and kind of reworks the story and then puts them into these dramas. And I think it's done in like 4 episode sections where it's like follows each of the stories. So like the story that I'm currently on is about a train derailment. It's pretty much just a straightforward kind of like you're seeing the people that are involved and how the police are investigating it. And it's loosely based on a real train derailment that happened in Taiwan. And I'm sure the other ones like may go into like, murder or like other sort of crime stuff. And that's it for me.
Wow. And with that, that's it for us. That's pretty much, that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
So thank you for hanging out with us. And, spending time listening to what we done been talking about. We hope that you enjoyed yourself, and we hope that you want to come back. You can listen to us wherever podcasts can be found. You can also watch us in video on YouTube. So please, like, review, leave comments, whatever, to wherever you are, so that, that horrible algorithmic master we all bow to, like, tells other people who might like us that they should watch us. That's just how this, unfortunately, how the game is played. And if you want time codes and links to everything we talked about, you can find them on our website, certifiednoonas.com. That was recently I updated it recently because there were some shenanigans, but it's all working again. And if you want to support this podcast, you can go to patreon.com/certified Noonas to join the Certified Found family. As we said earlier, we do little mini episodes and we have a movie night every month. And we really genuinely appreciate every single member of the Found family. Without them, we probably wouldn't exist anymore for this long. Just for real. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic week. As always, wash your hands, wear a mask, avoid all them illnesses going about, and keep enjoying Asian entertainment. Stay cool this summer. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.